bullying story. I'm gonna have it down in the description box. I posted this 2 years ago and I thought, you know, me having a bigger audience now, I can give a message to you out there, because we as people can change the world. We really can. If we just all speak up about it, we can make a change. And one of the main reasons I'm here doing this video is because I heard the story of Rosalie Avila, a 13-year-old girl who hung herself. After her death, people still made memes out of her. Like, I don't understand how someone could bully someone so much, like even after their death. Like, how low of a person are you? It angered me that there's people still out there doing this, and I feel like bullying is just such a sensitive subject to me. I want to send this message out for those people who are being bullied, or maybe you're the one bullying, or maybe you're just simply seeing someone get bullied. I think it's important for us to speak up about this, because I think us as adults, it's important to teach kids what is right and wrong. And it's actually crazy because there's adults out there still bullying, you know. There's bullying that you actually do, like in school or out in public, and there's cyberbullying where someone's behind the screen talking all this crap. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about what I went through high school. Like I said, I'm gonna have the video in the description box. I like explain in detail of like all the things that they used to do. I was bullied in high school by a few like wannabe cholas, which they were not cholas. They never did anything. They were all talk. They would all gather up in the hallway and always talk crap. And I don't know how they did it, but they would make sure they do this every single day and at least 3 times a day. Like, they would literally find me. They knew where my classes were. Like, that's how important I was to them. They would even catch me at lunch. Like, actually, I don't even think they had the same lunch as me, because like there was 2 different lunches. This is how obsessed they were with bullying me. They were talking all this crap. I explained a lot of this in the video, like I said. They were talking all this crap. I was in the stall. I was scared. I waited there the whole lunch till they left because they were talking crap, and I was scared for my life. I thought they were gonna jump me. They literally wanted to jump me, but they never did anything, and they will never do anything because they're all talk. I remember walking to my 6th grade class. That was like the main place they would hang out. Like, they would always just line up there and like talk crap about me. And it's absolutely crazy because they would call me like ugly, and at that time I had blonde hair. They're like, ew, look at her blonde hair, oh my gosh, she's so ugly. And it's crazy because back then, you know, my innocent self, I was like, you know, I've never done anything to them. I've never said a single like word to them. Like, they literally just hated me for no reason at all. I know I looked great my freshman year. That was like at my thinnest. I was never like that conceited girl who thought was a shit or anything. Literally, I've always been a super shy person. I actually remember once going to my counselor, and there was a security in there, and I was like explaining to him everything that happened. I remember that security straight up telling me like, look at you and look at them. I thought, you know, back then in that video, I was like, I can't like mention in the video that he was comparing me to them, that's why they hated me. But now I don't even care, because I've never ever gave him a reason to bully me. Ever. I want you to know, if you're getting bullied, it could be for any reason. They could be going through a lot. It is not your fault. I'm gonna call them by the letter of their first name. So I'm gonna call one of them D, the other I, and the other V. So D actually ended up apologizing after I posted the bullying video 2 years ago, which was very surprising. I want to say that D was not like the biggest bully. I feel like she was the one that kind of was like the one that got her friends against me. D was like the girl who was just kind of watching everything. She wouldn't really say much. So she actually apologized to me, and she told me she was really sorry. She was really young. She didn't know how bad it had like hurt me or affected me, which I think is crazy, because how do you not know you're affecting someone's life when all you're doing is completely bullying them? So you never know. Bullies might not know the huge impact they, you know, bring to someone. So if you're someone that's bullying, you know, just know that you can possibly have someone commit suicide. That's why I think it's so important to let you know how horrible bullying is, because to the bully it is a complete joke. To the person that's being bullied, it's like you're completely affecting their entire life. I think it's absolutely crazy that she didn't think it affected me at all, because she knew damn well I was being bullied like every single day. It's like, how did you not know it was gonna affect me at all? And I actually do appreciate that, and it takes a lot for me to say that I appreciate that, but I appreciate that from her, because I think like after all the bullying, I was able to just be like cordial with her. She was never really like the bully, the one telling me stuff. She was definitely the more like mature one out of those people, even though she kind of was like part of it. The other girls, I don't know where they're at right now. I haven't seen them since high school, and I hope, you know, their family, their kids, siblings do not have to go through what they put me through. The girl that starts with the letter I, she was also like a bully too. She would hang around with her friends and like talk all this crap. And V, which is the other girl, she was also like a really big bully. I don't know where she came from like at all, because D and I were the girls I had in 6th period, so that's how it all started. But this V girl, I didn't even have her in a class. She was just truly a hating bitch. Like, she just was their friend, and she would just like add on to it and all this stuff. So I will always remember this day, because I think it's just absolutely crazy how life works. I was walking to, I think, my 5th period. I'm not sure. This was my sophomore year of high school. I was already with Brian, my husband now. I was talking to him on the phone, and I would always call him because I would rather be on the phone distracted than hear them like talking all this crap. And I remember V saying like, ha ha ha, you know, you sell churros at the swap meet, ha ha, come get your churros. Making fun of me that I worked at the swap meet selling churros. And yes, I worked at the swap meet selling churros, selling ice cream, all that good stuff. And I do not care. I am not ashamed. I worked at the Mission Tiki Drive-In on Mission in Montclair, California. There is absolutely nothing wrong with selling churros at the swap meet. You know, if you're trying to make that money, go for it. I don't think there was any reason of her to try to humiliate me. I could have been a millionaire and she could have still humiliated me because she was just a hating ass bitch. It's crazy how life works, because right now I am super blessed, very happy to be doing this as a living. I turn my dreams into reality. I am extremely happy doing what I love. So yeah, I was selling churros and honey, but I am living the life now. I'd love to look her in the eyes now and be like, what are you doing with your life, honey? If you're gonna make fun of me for selling churros at the swap meet, you better believe I'm gonna throw it in your face that I am doing great things now. So my bullying story was just a hot mess. I mean, moral of the story, people just bully to feel like they're above you. I strongly believe that someone who bullies is just not bullying for any reason. You could have huge insecurities, you could have been bullied and now you're bullying other people, or you know, you simply are just going through tough stages in your life. Whatever you are going through, I just want you to know that you could be that change. So if you're being a bully, if you could just actually stop and think and actually put yourself in the position and realize the harm you're doing to them, maybe you'd stop, because you have no idea if this person is going home to an even worse environment, or you know, is terrified every morning waking up to school just because of you. You clearly have no idea the damage you're doing. If you see someone getting bullied, I think it is important for you to stand up for them. Sometimes, you know, we as people cannot stand up for ourselves. I remember being super scared, super shy. I was really scared to stand up for myself. I was bullied a lot in front of a lot of people in school, and no one ever stood up for me. The only person that actually stood up for me was my sister. She's like the complete opposite of me. She would never ever let them talk down at me. But the times she was not around, like, I had no one to defend me. If you're afraid to say anything, you know, get someone else, talk to an adult, let them know what's going on. I feel like a lot of people that get bullied do not speak up about it either because they're embarrassed. But I think if they can't do it, you know, if they cannot help themselves, you should definitely try to help them out. I remember my senior year, somebody was getting bullied and I stood up for them, and it was like the best feeling ever. And it just felt so great to actually speak up for her, because I know she was afraid. Little did I know they actually stopped bullying her after that. So, you know, you could be the change. If you are getting bullied, I just want you to know that you are worth it, and there is so many amazing things ahead of you. I think when you're in high school, you think, you know, that's all your life, but little do you know that after high school, your life has just begun. Now looking back, I mean, my high school years, just school in general, it was like a little peak of my life. There are so many amazing things out there, and you will get through it. I think it's important for you to speak up about it and talk to an adult, let people know what is going on. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself, stand up for yourself. Do not let them stomp all over you. The time that I finally decided to stand up for myself, the one girl who used to talk so much shit in 6th grade. She absolutely didn't do anything. She was all talk. She rolled her eyes and just walked away. After all that bullying, she didn't do anything. I think it's so important for teachers, counselors to get involved, because I talked to my counselor about this. I wanted to switch schools so bad, or like have them switch schools, because I really didn't want to go to school anymore because of them. Like I think it's so important, not only like the students or the parents, but the actual school to get involved. There's just no way that it's okay for people to be getting away with this. I think us as people should be the ones to tell the younger ones, you know, what is okay and what is not. Like, for instance, my little sister, you know, I know she's a little kid and sometimes she'll do stupid things, but I tell her, you know, you better not be that person bullying at school. If you have said anything stupid, you know, don't do it again. If you have kids or siblings, cousins, whatever it is, I think it's very important to put them aside and talk to them about this. I feel like parents do not talk to their kids enough about the importance of all of this going on. If you just take 10 minutes out of your day, ask your kid, you know, how was school? You never know, your kid might be getting bullied and he or she might not be telling you. Your own kid might be the one bullying others out there. I think it's important to explain to bullies what they're doing is not okay, because to them it's just funny, it's a joke. It's crazy because when people hear bullying, it's kind of like, oh, you know, this person's being bullied, but you don't know what that person is going through. There have been people that have killed themselves. How do you think the parents feel? If I was a parent of that child, I would go throw my fucking hands at the parents. How do you let your kids do this? And I think it sucks so bad that as a kid bullying, like, you could get away with it. How horrible will you feel growing up knowing that somebody took their life because of your words? I think us as people need to spread more awareness of this, because bullying is happening every single day, whether it's on social media, school, out in public, wherever it is. I want you to know right now, if you're getting bullied, you will get out of it. You will have a lot of amazing things ahead of you. I was being bullied for selling churros. Now I'm here on YouTube, so happy, doing what I love. Life will get better. And if you are bullying someone, I don't know what you're going through. I'm telling you right now, it is not okay. Knock it off. If you know someone that's bullying, let them know. I just can't believe people are taking their lives because of this. It is so horrible. I go through my comments on my bullying story and there's people literally putting down like, yeah, I tried killing myself, or I want to kill myself. And it breaks my heart because they don't know the beautiful life they have ahead of them. I want you to know right now, if that's any thought you have, do not do it. You are worth it and you will get through it. It feels really good to be talking about this. Hopefully, you know, people could really see this and be like, wow, you know, I am worth it. I will get through it. Or you know what? Wow, I am a bully and I need to change it now. So that's pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to come on here and like kind of, you know, give a message to you guys out there, because this story I heard like broke my heart, and I know there's